Did you know the cast of Good Times not only made history on screen, but also lived lives filled with real-world highs and heartbreaking farewells off-screen? The beloved 1970s sitcom was a groundbreaking depiction of a working-class black family striving to survive with dignity and humor in a Chicago housing project. But while audiences laughed and cried with the Evans family, the real lives of the cast were often marked by illness, early deaths, and family struggles, many of which reached a quiet conclusion far from the spotlight. Good Times debuted in 1974 as a spin-off from Maude, itself a spin-off from All in the Family. It was one of the first network sitcoms to focus on a black family in a public housing project in Chicago. At the heart of it were Florida and James Evans, played by Esther Rolle and John Amos, trying to raise their children amid poverty, racism, and hope. With unforgettable characters like J.J. Evans, Thelma, Michael, and nosy neighbor Willona, Good Times ran for 6 seasons and became a cultural landmark. But time has not been kind to the entire cast. Today, with Bernadette Stanis, Thelma, Jimmy Walker, and Ralph Carter, Michael, among the few remaining original cast members, the legacy of Good Times continues to echo through television history. Their stories in and off-screen remind us that behind every sitcom laugh was a cast of real people with real struggles and real heart. The matriarch herself, Esther Rolle, who played Florida Evans, passed away on November 1998 at age 78 due to complications from diabetes. Her strong portrayal of a mother who held her family together made her a household name. Rolle died in Culver City, California, and was buried at Westview Community Cemetery in her hometown of Pompano Beach, Florida. And in a heartbreaking and contentious moment, John Amos, who played tough-loving patriarch James Evans Sr., passed away in August 2024 at the age of 84. According to his death certificate, the cause was congestive heart failure, following months of reported health struggles. His passing was sadly overshadowed by a public family feud between his adult children, which spilled into headlines in the days following his death. Though Amos had long advocated for strong black fatherhood both on-screen and in real life, his final months were marked by personal turmoil. He was cremated, and specifically, his ashes retained by family. Jeanette Dubois, the stylish and sharp-tongued Willona, passed on February 2020 at age 74 from cardiac arrest. She also co-wrote and sang the Jeffersons theme song Movin' On Up. Dubois died in Glendale, California, and was cremated with her ashes scattered privately. Johnny Brown, aka Building Superintendent Nathan Bookman, or Buffalo Butt, as JJ called him, he died on March 2022 at age 84 after suffering complications from a fall. He passed in Los Angeles and was cremated as per confirmation from his surviving widow June Russell Brown, and she has custody of his ashes. Ben Powers, who played Keith, Thelma's husband in later seasons, died on April 2015 at age 64 in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Known for his good looks and soft-spoken charm, Powers was cremated, and his ashes were privately held. Theodore Wilson, who played Sweet Daddy Williams, the flashy neighborhood hustler with charisma and style, passed away on July 1991 at just 47 from stroke complications in Los Angeles. He brought both menace and comedy to his recurring role. He was cremated, and his ashes were sent to his residence in Glendale, California. Raymond Allen, who played Ned the Wino, the lovable neighborhood drunk with a heart of gold, died on August 2020 at 91 from respiratory issues in California. Known for roles on Sanford and Son and Good Times, he left a rich legacy in sitcoms. Allen was buried in Riverside National Cemetery, with private arrangements. Helen Martin, better known as Weeping Wanda, the church-going gossip who could cry on demand at any funeral, died on March 25, 2000, at 90 from a heart attack. She was cremated, and her ashes was sent to family members in California. She left behind a legacy of eccentric older woman roles across black sitcoms. Albert Reed Jr., who portrayed Alderman Fred Davis, the shady local politician, passed away on May 1986 at age 64. He brought a smooth-talking realism to the political side of the neighborhood. Reed died in Los Angeles, though details of his burial remain private. Alice Ghostley, best known for her roles in Bewitched and Designing Women, also made guest appearances on Good Times as Ms. Dobbs, a well-meaning but oblivious social worker. She passed away on September 2007 at 81 from colon cancer. Ghostley was buried at Oak Hill Cemetery, Siloam Springs, Benton County, Arkansas. Which Good Times character do you miss most? Drop your favorite memory in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more stories about the stars who made television unforgettable. Because while many of them now rest in peace, their spirit lives on forever.